Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at a very interesting pair of truly wireless earbuds. Not only do they have a really unique look to them, they're also priced to compete against some of the big boys. And the pair we're going to check out are the Libratone Track Air Plus. Now the first thing that I want to start off with its unique look is it reminded me a lot of the Cybertruck. It had a lot of straight lines, a lot of straight edges, and a metallic finish that to me just kind of looked futuristic. Now, as far as some of the features, these do have Bluetooth 5.0, but these are using a Qualcomm 5121 chip. And this is some of the most stable connection I've had on a pair of truly wireless earbuds. And it did great with watching movies and even playing games, so I didn't experience any kind of lag, and that's great for using these with media consumption. Now, as far as your Bluetooth audio quality, right out of the box, you're getting aptX and AAC playback. So I was really impressed with the fact that you're getting some of the best Bluetooth quality that you can possibly get. Now, as far as the IP rating, they are IPX4, which to me is more on the lower end of the spectrum, but it kind of follows the pattern of a lot of other truly wireless earbuds in the same price range, because even the AirPods are rated at IPX4, so at least you have peace of mind if you go out and run and you sweat heavily or it rains or light splashes, but you have no protection if these are submerged into water. Now, as far as what you get inside the box, you get 4 sets of silicone ear tips. Now, right out of the box, these did not fit me well, so once I had to go in and find one that was a little bit larger, I had no issues, and that makes a huge difference when it comes to the sound. Now, I am happy to say that these come with a USB-C cable, because if it didn't, I would be highly upset considering the asking price. And speaking of the charging cable, battery life on these, you're going to get around 6 hours individually, and then you're going to get around 24 hours total with the case. And the beauty of the case is the fact that this is a Qi wireless charging case. So you can come in, drop this on any of your wireless chargers, and it will start charging. And another good thing about the case is the size. It is a very tiny case. Width-wise, it's about the size of a AA battery. So I do like the fact that this is small and compact. I do like the fact that you can throw these in your pocket and pretty much forget that they're even there. Now, there are no indicator lights on the outside. There is just a single indicator light on the inside. Now, me personally, I prefer when there's at least like 3 to 4 indicator lights, so you'd get a better gauge of how much battery life is in the case. So now let's move on to the earbuds themselves. And before we do that, I do want to start off with the fact that you definitely want to download Libratone's app to get the most out of these, because with the app, you're able to control the active noise canceling. These even have an ambient aware mode, and then you can control what controls the earbuds have themselves. Because one of the surprising things about these, even though they do have touch controls, it's really limited. They only give you one control per earbud. So you have to go within the app to decide what it is you want each earbud to do. So I'm hoping that later in a software update that maybe they add at least the ability to have 2 controls on each earbud, because it's very frustrating that you feel limited with only one control on each one. But as far as the noise canceling goes, these do an incredible job of blocking out your outside surroundings. And like I said, within the app, you can actually manually control how much of your surroundings you want to block out, or you can just leave it in auto mode where it will kind of detect what's going on around you and do it on its own. Same thing with the aware mode. You can go in the app and turn that on so that you're able to hear your outside surroundings and you don't have to take your earbuds out to be able to communicate with people. And another thing that the Libratones have is they have these sensors in the earbuds that will automatically pause once you remove both earbuds from your ears, and then they will automatically resume once you put them back in. So I love the fact that there are so many things and controls that you can have within the app itself, but I am not a fan of the fact that they don't give you all of those controls on the earbuds and just limit you to just one a piece. So now for you guys that like to use your earbuds individually, you'll be happy to know that you can use either the left or the right. And then for you guys that like to use your earbuds for phone calls, you'll be happy to know that these are one of the better mics that I've heard. They're using the technology to again block out a lot of your surroundings where the mics are focused in more on the dialogue. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test of the Libratone Track Air Plus. Like I said, I think these pick up my vocals very well, but this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here's the microphone with a crowd noise being played in a background, if you can hear that.
So this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public.
So now let's move on to the sound, and the sound is where it gets very interesting, because with the app you're able to choose 3 different modes. You have your normal mode, your bass boost, and treble boost, and I found that all 3 of these sounded excellent. If you want a lot more clarity and a lot more detail, obviously you want to go with the treble boost, but even in treble boost mode, I still noticed that the bass had a lot of punch to it. But if you want a little bit more out of your bass, a little bit more of feeling it, you want to use bass boost mode. But the beauty of this is it doesn't just automatically tone out your mids and your highs. And that was the mode that I like to listen to the most, because I like to be able to feel bass, but I still love to hear clarity and detail in everything else. I'm kind of more on the bass head side, so I like bass that's not only accurate, but I want to be able to feel it a little bit more and not feel like it's sitting in the back seat. And these definitely don't have that sound signature no matter which EQ setting that you change it to. If you want to leave it on normal mode, you're still going to get a punchy bass and a cleaner detailed treble. It's just not amped up as much as it is in the other EQ settings. So you're going to get a dynamic sound no matter which EQ setting you choose, but if you want more treble, treble boost. If you want more bass, bass boost. And you still want the best of both worlds, just leave it in normal mode. Now also, another great thing about the Libratones is the sound stage and the sound imaging. These sound like you're more into a larger size room, maybe even like a movie theater style room. It's very open, but the clarity and detail and the volume that you can get makes these excellent for picking up instruments and directional sounds of where they're coming from. So vocalists always sound very clean and detailed. They always sounded like they were more right there in front of you, but the instruments always sounded very detailed as well, but you had better separation of where everything was coming from. At first, I thought it was very ballsy to come in asking $200, but after checking out a lot of the features and the sound, I kind of see where they're coming from. Now, as far as my cons, I really only have one, maybe 2. The main one is the fact that they have to fix the controls. They need to be able to give you more options right on the earbuds themselves. And then my only other complaint is the IPX4 rating is just kind of low to me. I really would like to see IPX5 or 6. I'm not asking for complete waterproof. I just like to feel a little bit better about having the earbuds in my ear and not having to worry about everything else around me. But guys, that's my video on the brand new Libratone Track Air Plus. I know the asking price is high, but after you check them out, after you listen to the sound and you compare it to some of the more expensive models, you start to see why they're priced where they are. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.